Saint Philip Neri, Apostle of Rome. This reflection is prepared by Father Ayub Francis, pastor at St. Jude Church, Grand Rapids, Michigan, USA. Birth and family background. Saint Philip Neri was born on July 21, 1515, in Florence, Italy, into a noble yet financially struggling family. His father, Francesco Neri, was a notary, and his mother, Lucretia da Mostiano, died when Philip was still young. Despite his modest means, Philip was brought up in a devout Catholic home and received a sound classical education, developing a deep sense of spirituality and a joyful temperament that would become his hallmark. Called to priesthood, as a young man, Philip was sent to live with a wealthy uncle in San Germano to learn business, but he soon experienced a profound spiritual awakening. Renouncing worldly ambitions, he moved to Rome in 1534, where he lived as a layman for many years, dedicating himself to prayer, penance, and the service of the poor and sick. He studied theology and philosophy but was not immediately ordained. Instead, he began forming friendships with people from all walks of life, engaging them in spiritual conversations and directing them toward holiness with warmth and humor. He was finally ordained a priest in 1551, at the age of 36. Following his ordination, he began hearing confessions for hours daily, earning a reputation as a wise and gentle confessor. He believed deeply in the need for joyful holiness and the power of the sacraments to renew hearts. Founder of the Congregation of the Oratory, in 1575, with the approval of Pope Gregory XIII, Saint Philip Neri founded the Congregation of the Oratory, a community of secular priests and lay brothers living together without vows. They were committed to prayer, preaching, the sacraments, and serving the spiritual needs of ordinary people. The oratory emphasized the importance of spiritual reading, music, and cheerful fellowship, often using art and sacred music to lead hearts toward God. The Congregation of the Oratory was not a monastic order but a community bonded by charity and mutual commitment. Their model inspired similar congregations across Europe and beyond. As of today, there are approximately 80 oratories worldwide, with over 500 priests and brothers who continue to live out St. Philip's joyful spirituality. Accomplishments and legacy. St. Philip Neri is often referred to as the Apostle of Rome because of his profound impact on the city's spiritual renewal during the Counter-Reformation. He revitalized the faith of countless souls through his dynamic apostolate. He promoted Eucharistic adoration, devotions, and pilgrimages to the 7 churches of Rome, encouraging a vibrant and living expression of Catholic faith. His cheerful, approachable manner made him beloved by both the common people and the elite, including future popes and cardinals. Despite his fame, he remained humble and even resisted positions of authority, including the cardinalate. His spirituality was characterized by humility, laughter, simplicity, and heartfelt devotion to Christ. Saint Philip Neri died peacefully on May 26, 1595, at the age of 79 in Rome. He was mourned by many and venerated immediately for his holiness. Canonization. Saint Philip Neri was beatified in 1615 and canonized by Pope Gregory XV on March 12, 1622. Alongside other great saints of the Counter-Reformation, Saint Ignatius of Loyola, Saint Francis Xavier, Saint Teresa of Avila, and Saint Isidore the Farmer, lessons from his life. Holiness is not incompatible with joy and humor. True reform begins in the heart and flows outward through acts of love. Spiritual direction and confession are powerful tools for healing and transformation. God can use ordinary, cheerful people to accomplish extraordinary things. A question for reflection: how can I bring the joy of the gospel to others in simple, everyday encounters as Saint Philip Neri did? Let us ask Saint Philip Neri to intercede for us, that we may grow in joy, humility, and love for Christ and His Church.